How much time till we're on?
We're on, Ron.
What?
We're on the air right now.
I'm ready.
On the MIC. Let's talk about the Flash. Let's talk about the Flash. Like I said, today's segment is all DC stuff today. The Flash can connect the dots. And what I mean by connect the dots, meaning the Flash can connect the old DCU or DCEU with the new DCU going forward. They can and I don't know how to, what I'm saying, it's been reshoots, it's been a couple things that they've done with the Flash movie, and we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But I personally think that this would be the perfect movie to soft reboot, hard reboot for DC going forward. So with that being said, this is coming from Screen Rant, and it says the Flash can still connect 2023's DC movies to James Gunn DCU, right? After years in development limbo, The Flash is finally approaching its release date in mid-2023, finding itself saddled with the unforeseen responsibility of connecting DCEU and its remaining films to James Gunn DCU. The film, the first live-action feature-length film to center around DC's iconic Scarlet Speedster, is expected to explore the multiverse in a Flashpoint-level event mirroring the infamous comic book storyline of the same name. Although the film entered development long before Gunn took over as the DC head with ideas for a new shared universe, The Flash may still be the best chance to connect the two eras of DC's franchise. After becoming the DC Studios co-chairman earlier this year, James Gunn has made several major changes to the DCEU. While Gunn's own plans for the newly branded DCU remain unannounced at the moment, it's abundantly clear that the franchise will not be allowed to carry on as usual, especially given the recent cancellation of Wonder Woman 3 and ousting of Henry Cavill as Superman, as we spoke about already. Given that Gunn's plans for the DCU won't go into effect within the films themselves until 2024, it's easy to assume that 2023's DC films will not tie into the new franchise in any meaningful way, but The Flash can provide otherwise. So with that being said, like I said, The Flash can connect these dots. It's a lot of things they can do with Flash. We already know about Flashpoint. We already know that certain elements can be rewritten when we're talking about time travel, different multiversal things, being able to reset things that the Flash can, that's part of his power set. We saw that in Justice League, in Zack Snyder's Justice League. So yeah, I don't see why not use this film to do that. Like this says, the Flash's plot is already perfect for connecting DCU and the DCU. It says what's been revealed about the plot so far is actually perfect for connecting the two divergent branches. The film is expected to loosely adapt the 2011 Flashpoint event from the comics, a storyline that was used to reboot the entire DC universe, DC Comics universe, into what has become now known as the New 52. While the Flash may not be a direct Flashpoint translation, the parallels between the comic book source material and the current state of DC films are evident. So yeah, you can do that. You can take this and turn it into, James Gunn can adapt the New 52, which was, I tried to follow the New 50. It was kind of confusing to me, you know what I'm saying? But I had been away from DC Comics for a long time, and I was just trying to jump in, and it was kind of confusing. But you can do that. I can see that happening. You can take from the old. We need because right now we don't have a bridge. The Flash can be that bridge. This Flash movie can be that bridge. I don't know how it was shot. They got Michael Keaton Batman in there. I heard that a little bit of Ben Affleck Batman was in there. And personally, I know Michael Keaton nostalgia, but Michael Keaton is old. To me, Michael Keaton should be doing Batman Beyond, not this. He shouldn't be running around in the cape and cowl no more. He should be doing Batman Beyond, being Bruce Wayne in the Batcave, helping Terry McGinnis get his thing. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people want to see him, and I'm like, that's like Christopher. If Christopher Reeves was still alive, And they was like, oh, we need Christopher Reeves to play Superman. I'm like, nah, we don't need Christopher Reeves to play Superman. We don't. Just like I don't think we need Michael Keaton to play Batman. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that the story centered around the Flash basically going in time, changing things, and coming back, and it was a new future. It kind of he basically rebooted the universe. So yeah, this also says that the Flash's ending can become the prologue for the DCU. If the Flash truly acts as a bridge between DCEU and its successor, the film's ending could therefore act as the prologue to the new DCU. As Barry returns to a forever changed universe, the closing minutes of the Flash will be best served by giving audiences a taste of what Gunn's new franchise has in store. For the first time in a long time, DC could alter one of its biggest mistakes and begin making promises on which future films will deliver. Such an ending would also keep audiences excited for the future. You see that? That's the thing. Keeping audiences excited. If you bridge that gap, now you're gonna make me as a fan want to show up to see what is going on in the DCU. They need a proper farewell. Let this Flash movie be the proper farewell to the Snyderverse. That's it. You do that, and if it's good, oh man, smooth. Let me not say smooth sailing, but man, that's a great takeoff. You see what I'm saying? Great takeoff. Sky's the limit now. Ball is in your court, James Gunn. Let's get this shit moving. We cooking now. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, you do that, that's it. That's it. But as it stands now, the Flash is far from the most exciting DC venture in 2023, mostly due to its long and infamously troubled production process and recent controversy regarding its lead, Ezra Miller. I don't even want to talk about them like that. That I do think that's going forward when I've seen people get canceled for less. But I know on a business standpoint, you can't announce, hey, we're done with Ezra Miller, but come watch this movie. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're just gonna wait until after the movie. I think they're gonna recast Flash. We'll get a new Flash going forward. But this is the perfect way, man. I had another article talking about if DC isn't restoring the Snyderverse, it needs to properly end it. Like, you got to, because like this says, DC fans have been subject to far too much disappointment. Part of why the disappointment Henry Cavill Superman departure is so widespread is that it's the latest example of major DCU story arcs or characters either being shortchanged or permanently ended, or prematurely ended. I'm sorry. The theatrical cut of Justice League was where that all began, with Snyder's planned Justice League sequels being scrapped and numerous other cast members left with uncertain futures. Superman himself has been one of the major examples, with his headless cameo on Shazam and silhouette cameo on Peacemaker before his short-lived return in Black Adam. So yeah, the fans, man, the fans, you gotta capture the hearts and minds of the fans again, James Gunn. Right now, you don't have it. You don't have it. You know what I'm saying? This says Snyder's arc already has an endpoint in mind. He did already have the storyboard, how, you know what I'm saying, 2 and 3 set it up, how to end it, boom, which kind of makes me think about what I talked about earlier about Snyder being the Snyderverse being sold to Netflix and let them properly end it. But it needs to be ended properly. They got to do something about that, man. They have to do something about that. It's time to get the fans moving, to get them. 2023, we got a slate of DC movies coming, right? I don't know if every DC fan is going to show up. They may not. But you're putting these movies out in the theater. You're trying to make money off of these movies. You need to figure out a way to where the fans want to go and watch these movies because they know that this leads into something bigger, better, brighter for tomorrow. You got to get them invested again, James. Got to get them invested again. Right now, it's dwindling. Other than the Snyderverse fans, other than the, you know what I'm saying, the Snyderverse fans, the DC, you know what I'm saying, the other DC, it's dwindling. Me, myself, I don't know. I went to see Black Adam because I thought it was going to be the start of something new going forward. Nope. You pulled the rug from up under, and I think that's another thing too. Right when you could have brought us back, you pulled the rug from under our feet. Pulled the rug from under our feet. So fire Henry Cavill. Well, I ain't gonna say fire. Henry Cavill was not part of the plan moving forward. Ben Affleck gone, which I was looking forward to seeing more of that Batman. But I trust James Gunn. I just think he needs to move a little bit quicker with getting the fans. Announce something. A slate, how we're going to do it. All you need to do is say, yeah, I'm connecting these two universes. And be vague with it. I'm going to figure out a way to connect these two universes. That's it. He don't even have to go real in depth. But now we know, okay, the shit about to happen. You know what I'm saying? We in for a ride now, cuz, you know what I mean? At least we'll know then. We don't know shit now. We don't know shit now, man. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about James Gunn, or how the Snyderverse should end. Can the Flash connect the dots moving forward? Should it connect the dots moving forward? And should the Snyder